You are warmly welcome to Deroko Technology Company. It is another day to discuss one or two things concerning climate change. And I've already let you know that our videos, our teachings are for educational purposes. We need to understand the concept of climate change, the destruction we are experiencing, the causes of it, and that will help us understand everything we are doing right now here. There is a core, clear teachings. The world is experiencing heat, excess heat, worldwide. The world is experiencing it. And what is the cause? What is the cause of it? As a scientist, as an engineer, what should we do? What should I do? I need to break some certain things for you to get the clear concept in the scientific terms. And when we come to the electrical engineering sector, I'll also let you know the breakdown of the cause of the heat we are experiencing. I have already let you know the percentages rate of the electricity, the smoke. I'm talking of smoke from poisonous chemicals. Yeah. And at the same time, the agrochemicals. That this destruction of this earth dwells on the shoulders of that three categories. And we let you know that 60% of it is the electricity. Today is very good for us to understand that this is the clue. This is the concept. You can search us on www.derokotech.com and all social media handles, Deroko Technology Company, worldwide. All social media handles. Sure. Let's look at something on the smart board. We can see clearly there is the earth. And we have building on the earth. Excuse me. You can see clearly there is earth, which is the strong neutral producer. There is the earth. And we have a building here, a one apartment building here. At the same time, you can see clearly that there is the sun. There is the sun. Um, there is the sun. And that is what I wanted you to know. The sun produces the life, and the earth produces the neutral power. In between them, there is a strong magnetic field here. In between both of them, there is a strong magnetic field here. As the earth generates a strong neutral power, the sun also will generate its excess heat, which is the life power. And in between them, there will be a magnetic field. Okay, let us break this down and understand the concept of the earth being electrocuted at the same time, the earth unable to generate its neutral power. At the same time, the earth losing its magnetic field and the ozone layer is also depreciating. What is the cause of it? This is the clear and understandable diagram designed by the company to show you this concept. Before you can come out, bring in something that will solve the climate change, you need to understand the scientific terms of nature. Yeah, you need to get the clear concept of this disaster we are experiencing. Yeah, and look at something here. As usual, I made mention of the sun will generate 100% of life power, which is 100%. Then earth will generate 100% of neutral power, which means when the sun generates 100% of life power, the neutral, which is the earth that we are standing on it, also need to protect us with this shield, which is the strong neutral power. Get clear concept of this well. The clear concept of it detects that the neutral have some power that generates. The earth has some power that generates. That is a name called the neutral power. I want you to get that clear, that pretty clear again. As the sun generates 100% of life power, the earth we are standing on also provides a shield, and that shield is called neutral power. And in between the earth and the sun, there is a strong magnetic field there. And let's look at something. We have hydroelectrical power, which is the dams. We have nuclear power plant, which also provides higher voltage of electricity. We have the solar panels, the solar system, whereby we use the sun to generate energy. So let's look at something here clearly. Let us look at something here clearly. The sun here has set limit in between the life and the neutral. There is their limit. So when the sun shines, it do not have the ability to hit directly on this earth, because our earth also provides shield, which is the neutral power. Follow this concept and let's dive in the deepest realm for clear understanding, so that you know the concept of creating something in this world to support this world. Yeah, sure. There is a clear implication of it. Right now, 80% of the world population are electrocuting the earth. In which way? That they are electrocuting the earth. In which way? That our earth is being electrocuted by electricity that we provide. the dams, the plants, generators, nuclear power plant, etc., that generate electricity have a subway to affect this earth. We have something we call tender rod that we ground it down, representing earthing system. And this earthing system will go through the distribution board. And after the distribution board, they will lay them to the socket one after the other. One after the other. That is why we call it the earthing system. The earthing system. And when a device is propped on this type of earthing socket or any gadget plug anywhere, this earthing system can leak current, affecting the ground. Affecting the ground. So let's imagine the world where electricity has been extended to. Either you are using solar system, plant, wind power energy, nuclear power plant, etc. All of these things, we are electrocuting the ground. We are using the light power to fight the neutral power. So, the neutral power supposed to reduce the neutral, the shield it generates to protect humanity and nature. So, right now, I can boldly, plainly tell you that the earth generates 70% of its neutral power. Then we need to erase the 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if the earth only generates 70% of its neutral power, then the sun generates 100% of life power. Then we can see clearly that something is imbalanced here. The inflow of current are imbalanced. It is not balanced. They are not at the same. Yeah. Things are destroying somewhere. Some people have identified this thing. They are trying as much as possible to create something that will solve this problem. But they are beating about the bush. Yeah, they are beating about the bush. The earth generates only 70% of neutral power. The sun remains 100%. So this means we owe the earth owe the sun 30% of it. So this means in electrical terms, we have something we call low current. We have something we call low current. And there is a situation whereby the current, one is low and one is high. Maybe the neutral may be high, the life may be low, which makes the current imbalance. The life may be high, the neutral also may be low. It will make the current flow imbalance, which means when a device is plugged on that circuit, that device will generate fault. It will destroy. So whenever you are at home and you see to it that the electrical system is low current, you need to unplug your device from the socket, or you need to turn it off All because the current that is passing through will destroy it. The same applies to this concept. The same applies to this concept that you are seeing here clearly. The earth is unable to generate the neutral power, the shield that it protects us, because we are fighting it with extra energy on it, extra energy on it. So the earth is losing its magnetic field. Yeah, things are destroying. We are making nature imbalance. We must understand the concept of this, then we will be free. So when we talk of in between the life and the neutral, we will say there that you can find the ozone layer. And now that we are seeing clearly that the ozone layer is depreciating, it means the salt the earth need to provide, the earth has reduced its strength. Many things that we are doing, that the earth is unable to generate its neutral power. And even in some countries, their earth do not provide the 70% of that neutral power. It produces only 50%. And they have started seeing melting materials, which means things are destroying. Why did God, the creator himself, did not cover the earth's surface with stones, pebbles? Why didn't he do that? There's a question there. He created everything. He can select everywhere for us without we even using the code tag. We need to understand the natural way of nature. Why are we experiencing natural heat? At first, we were using bamboo, slate ties for roofing, and now we are using aluminium steel, metal sheet for roofing. Heat bouncer. Right now, many people are using magnification lens on their roofing, which means they need the sun to generate electricity for them. Yeah. And this sun need to cross its boundary. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. When there is the solar panel here, there is a solar panel here. The sun need to cross this boundary, dilate to this, please. Avoiding the magnetic field here, because the magnification lens enhances. We have something we call light beam, light ray. It connects directly to the sun. That is what we call magnification lens. Okay. Everywhere, every place, in your office, in your workplace, in schools, everywhere, we are electrocuting the earth. We are enhancing the life power on the neutral power shield. Yet still, we need support from this earth. We are cutting down trees. We are creating radiation devices. Yet still, we want something we call shield from this earth. Just count how many houses in this world are using electricity. Almost 90%. And just calculate if every meter is destroying the earth by electrocuting the earth. Look at the boiling point the earth may be in the day. At night, we are burning something underneath the earth. Yeah, we are burning something underneath the earth because we think about getting electricity, but not the natural phenomenon. We can get electricity to do our things. It is good, but we need an advanced technology that can protect this earth, protect humanity, and protect the aquatic habitat from this disaster we are experiencing right now. That is why I said you need to understand the core concept of this before you can create something to support the nature, or else you cannot be able to create something in the system. And I assure you that the Deroko Technology Company will be one of the greatest company that will create something we call an advanced technology worldwide, and the world will be shocked of his invention. The company is ready to combat, to let the system be natural. We must understand this concept. Yeah, we must. Do you know something? The leaders of this world are trying as much as possible to get any amount of money to fight this climate change. But you know something? The scientists nowadays, the engineers nowadays, do not know what they are doing. It is a fact. So when they get the money, they bring in an idea that do not work. So the leaders are now tired. Yeah. So when you mention climate change, they no longer say anything. They may be looking at you just like that. Because it is a waste of money, waste of time and resources. They gather, plan, and do meetings upon meetings, but yet still we have gotten nothing called solution to this. They were interviewing some scientists that, what do you think these things are going on? What the scientists said was that, in fact, to me, according to my research, This is beyond human understanding, and for that matter, we need to advise you people to stay at home. Simple. Simple. He is done with that interview. And this type of scientists are in the room collecting higher amount of pay every month from the government. Do you know something right now? In which way? Bring me the way that we can do for the earth to generate its neutral power, to regain its neutral strength. That's what we need. Nothing more, nothing less. To make nature stable, to prevent natural disasters to happen. Do you know something? From 2026 to 2030, things will get worse. And I am praying that nothing will happen to this earth. Do you know something? We will experience, because the earth contains natural minerals in it. Natural minerals in it. Which is the crude oil and other stuff. But right now, we are exposing the earth to the sun, weakening it. Then it means there is something we call evaporating. And when gases evaporate, do you know what it does? According to science, we will have something we call a covalent bond. And what is a covalent bond? It is in the process whereby an atom loses its outer shell or gain it to be anion or cation. That is to be acid or base. That is the most dangerous part of it. And when that happens, are we going to survive? There is the clue that you must understand. When the earth starts evaporating natural mineral in it, that the heat waves we are experiencing right now are the cause that will generate that. Can we survive? No. The answer is no. Because we may be inhaling toxic substances. It is not generated by the wave that come out from the sea, but rather it is generated by the sun that hits directly on the earth. At the same time, the earth will be overheat and then boils up and destroy itself. That's why the scientists are saying the earth has started melting. These things are the point blank. The leaders want to understand this concept. Do you know something? In fact, we must learn and learn hard. We must understand nature. And we must know everything that we are doing that will not harm the earth. That is all. We must identify that. Are we serious as a nation? Are we creating the mess for our generation to suffer? I don't think any parent want his descendants to suffer. I don't know how can that be possible. And in fact, we have sit at the back idle, day in and out, we enjoy, entertain ourselves, eat and sleep. That is what I want to tell you. Wisdom comes from the Most High God, nothing more, nothing less. That is the actual secret. Knowledge, wisdom are not found in the classrooms, but rather they are found by the Most High God. It is given from Him. In the time of Daniel, I'm talking of referring to Daniel in the Bible. That is in the book, the great king Nebuchadnezzar. He has some wise men in this time, in this era, that wise men are linked to the scientists that we have right now in this world. Every country has his own scientist that is study nature. They know something that will happen tomorrow. At that time, they do not call them the scientists, but they call them the wise men. Now look at something. They were paralyzed. They learned day in and out. But when it reached at some time that God wants to use only one person to defeat them, the Creator did it. That is how powerful the Creator can be. We cannot understand Him. Yes. Are you thinking God do not know everything that goes on in this world? He knows it. Yeah. Our prayer has reached Him already. Even as He is sitting at that place, at heaven, He's watching everywhere, knowing everything that goes on in this world. But it is our duty to solve it. And the wisdom may come from Him. And He has started giving that wisdom to some people. And He do not find someone who is very educated, very much educated. Pastors are warning us of some activities we are doing that is destroying the earth. Yeah. Young guys are prophesying of things that is about to happen, that we must be alert. Do you know something? We can let the earth be stable again. Nothing, let me repeat it, nothing is greater than the power of God, and nothing is cumbersome for Almighty God, the Creator. That is my anthem. Yeah. When you look at the motto of Deroko technology, we will say no more climate change. We understand that. We know what we are doing. And you know something? We can solve the world's most complex challenges, not by mouth, but rather by our actions. Our mission is clear today. We will not talk much. You can visit us on www.derokotech.com, widely on our social media handle. Talking of the website. The company has opened its door for every country to intervene so that we can work hand to hand to proceed in the mass production of our new age invention that is about to solve the most complex challenges, which is the climate change. Thank you very much.